Fanspeak, where the plan runs deep. The team grind hard, don't eat, don't sleep. From best ball dreams to DFS streaks, they help you print money every single week. Fanspeak. No cap, no gimmicks, we breaking limits. NFL bets, yeah, we live this business. Megan Steve, that OG vision. Draft room killers on a lifelong mission. More stress to the Sunday spread. Fanspeak's that voice that's inside your head. Best ball, DFS, NFL bets. They built it brick by brick, no regrets. Fanspeak. Fanspeak team, printing money since day one. Fanspeak, forever.
Welcome back to the Fanspeak Network and another episode of Sibling Showdown. Of course, every Thursday night, I'm joined by my brother, Steve, and I can't wait because we're getting back in the BBM7 streets together. First, we are going to talk some of our favorite picks in each round, or our favorite pick in each round for the first 10 rounds. But shout out to OSU Missy in our Discord. Great suggestion, whether she's in here or watching this later. Shout out to her. It's a great suggestion because we're going to make a package show about this and go through favorite pick in each round for Steve and I. It's going to be a full fun package show. But we'll have a little fun with it. Then jump into BB7. Then Badge Bros Brawl is out. And I know Steve and I both love that. We'll get into that. But first, let me check. Steve, how are you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, is that what you had to do? Drink up, Steve? You had to
Yep.
let the people know you do have your drink. So money, anything. Good to see you, Jeff. Drink up, Steve. You were ready. I mean, I'm trying not to take this personally that you need bourbon to draft with me. It's just because it's become like just a fun part of our show, right? Not that you.
Yeah. I would definitely be drinking bourbon if I was drafting with Who Hames or Nice and Blunt or somebody else.
Oh, come on. Give me a break. You love it. You love it. We are drafted BBM on Steve's account and Badge Bros Brawl on Steve's account. How did you know? Good. Yes, we are. That is what we're doing today. But very fun. Steve, if you don't mind retweeting I do a little other housekeeping that we are indeed live. I do a couple other housekeeping things. Of course, hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the Fanspeak Network Best Ball shows every single weekday. YouTube member shows on Sundays. Link for that is in the description as well. And then, of course, our Substack. We are cranking out 3 articles, best ball articles a week, and best ball rankings. Steve just updated his for every single format that's available. Something looks weird with my makeup. Anyways, I'll talk about that later. Good ad read. So check out the link for our Substack, but it doesn't end there. Once the NFL season hits, and thank God, 6 or 7 weeks, I think it's was it 7 weeks from yesterday? I don't know. Something is the NFL kickoff. Thank God. Cannot wait. So excited. And the Degen does not stop there, my friends. We will have NFL bets, NFL rankings for UD dailies, obviously, and content and articles, and obviously content for DFS, like on DraftKings and FanDuel. So we will have you covered in season, and of course, best ball season, just $8 a month or less than $28 a year with the link in the description. I will pin that in chat as well here in a minute, Steve. But Steve, any news that you want to talk about before we jump into things tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we're starting to get some news. Probably the bad news, terrible news was for the Panthers defensive end, Nick Scranton, second-year guy. He tore his ACL today. So
okay, I didn't realize
that's very sad for him and Panthers. But it is, the Panthers defense was low-key good at the end of the year, and he was a part of that. He was really coming on as a rookie. So that's definitely a body blow for them. But I think a couple other interesting tidbits out there is Malik Neighbors not on PUP to start training camp now. Still could mean he is still ways away, but that's at least the first promising news we've had on Malik Neighbors basically all off season. And I think we're starting to just getting better. Just because Dave Cannell said Jonathan Brooks is the guy, or remember, doesn't mean I'm going to be all in on Jonathan Brooks, but I think we're starting to get better kind of news now. One thing earlier today, Nick Sirianni talking about Dontavian Wicks compared him to Keenan Allen. I don't want to run wild with it, but I think it means that they envision Wicks as in 2 wide receiver sets, having a pretty decent role. What that means vis-a-vis, Mekhi Lemon, I think is still up for debate, but just some interesting things there. I thought.
Talk for 1 or 2 or more minutes while I pinned something in the chat, which is going to be a link to our Substack, of course.
Didn't see many other big news items today, but we are, like you said, like training camp is here, and I think this is the time. Oh, I guess the big one, I posted this in Discord this morning, was Tyreek Hill. I have no power in my left leg. I'm trying to regain all the power back in my left leg, but it's one day at a time. So, I know his ADP has fallen out of the undraftable range, but there was a time there. I mean, he started, I think, the big board at like 140. So some people got some bad value. I don't think he plays this year. Like, he'll probably sign with the team to rehab, and it'll be like a 2-year deal, would be my guess.
Right. Okay. Well, I pinned the Substack to the chat. I retweeted it, put it in Discord. So we are ready to rock. We said hi to Money Thing, our guy, Mike Robb, our guy, Steve, I'll be doing a show on August 21st with Mike. Has set up all these cool Fanspeak contests in our Discord, link for that in the description as well. All the winners we're doing a Friends of Best Ball draft with on August 21st. So look for that. Steve is one of them. I'm going to mess this up. Name no one cares about. I nailed it. Is the Hall of Fame game here yet? Please, lips to God's ears. I can't wait. I believe it's in 2 weeks. So very excited. Left hand up, hoping for big years for the Commanders. Steve's going to insert a Steve joke to make fun of me not being a true diehard fan. Steve, any response to that?
I mean, I'm wearing a Commander shirt.
Are you right now? You are.
Yeah, you're wearing Giants blue. So what does that say?
It's teal. It's really teal. So you really can't see it. Steve, I don't know what's going on. We have to talk about something really important. I don't know. Here's the funny thing, just a funny peek behind the curtain. I did my hair and makeup at like noon today. I tried to get on Pete's Best Ball Bash. I was like, so many other Thursdays I can. I'm going to try. And I don't know if the makeup is just worn off, but I feel like my eyebrow makeup is messed up. I might have to change it. It's just driving me insane. But this is why I do makeup closer to the thing. It's like the line from Christmas Vacation. It just ain't looking right. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just very upset about that. Are you upset about it?
The chat's been commenting all about it.
Yeah. We got Air Jeff in here. Aloha to you. Hello to Advitson. Good to see you. Our guy Candyman, who hopefully will be joining us for our Friends of Best Ball in August. Great to see our guy Candyman. Make sure you're following and subscribe to Fantasy Football Garage, of course. Our guy JT. Good to see all of you. Okay, Steve, do you want to talk again? We will get into a BBM7 live draft. We won't, stall too long. We will get into a BBM7 live draft in probably 10 minutes or so, but I'm going to bring up a Google Doc. If you had, not to use, I'm trying to use a good analogy. If the hot stakes are so high and you could only pick one guy in the first round, who would it be?
I actually think I'll surprise you and say Jamar Chase.
Yeah. Okay. That doesn't surprise me. I like that. So again, shout out to OSU Missy, gave us the idea to do a show, and shout out to Steve McDevitt in chat, who gave us another idea that we're going to do as a YouTube member show, as part of our YouTube member show, hopefully this Sunday. But she talked about doing like kind of your perfect draft, best picks in each round. And we're going to do a produced show for that. But we thought a good warm up, and I'm going to do kind of like a marathon version of that, like what I'm targeting. But a good warm up for that would be just, to kind of get our juices flowing today. The first 10 rounds, maybe 8 to 10 rounds, who are if it's like, I am so happy I'm leaving the first round with this pick, who is it? So, go ahead and talk about that for a minute while I pull over a database.
Yeah, I do think that there's some value to go like hero wide receiver, just because the next couple of rounds, do line up well, and could be double hero just because sometimes you don't get a running back to fall back to you. But I do want to be heavy invested in the running backs, but I think rounds 2 through 5 are still pretty strong in that area. Where Chase, I think, to me, he's got a better chance to be wide receiver 1 than any of the top running back. I just think running back 1 is more wide open than wide receiver 1. And I just think Chase is just such a dominant upside case where if he and Burrow can stay healthy, he could just put up insane numbers.
Yeah, I'm trying to make the text bigger. So I'm putting in Chase. I'm bringing it over just to have a little working doc. And honestly, this will help when we do produce our show and when we do write articles about this. So I'm going to go back to the well on CMC this year. I've been moving him up. I mean, there's a lot of picks that honestly, this year feels more than any other year where there's probably like 50% of the picks that I love in the first round, and I'll just quickly name them off. If I have one of the first three, I absolutely love Gibbs, Bijan, Chase. And then I love my favorite one in the middle is CMC. I still love JT. And then it's really like Genty, Lamb are the ones towards the end that I really love. And so it's not as clear as it's been for like, there are more that I'm like, okay, being lower on, like Puka and JSN, and for me, Jefferson, which I know you don't agree with. ASB is another one I love. So I'd say I'm like 60-40 that I love half, and 40 I'm like, like kind of like the Larry David meme or whatever. So, but CMC, I mean, we see his workouts. He's, bear crawling. He's doing all these insane workouts. Now these guys spend gajillions of dollars on their body. And I do think he could run it back. And if they do stay healthy, him and the team, I do think we could see even better numbers, which was, obviously he was used like his running numbers weren't as efficient, but his receiving numbers and the way he's used in that way is so insanely amazing. And I think even if they stay healthy, that they know what he can do in that area of the game too. So I just think CMC is still kind of cheat code, even at his age. And he and Big Dog just, they're just built differently. They age differently. And with modern medicine and what guys can do to spend on their bodies, I still believe in it. So CMC for me, Chase for you. Round two, let's go. Who do you have to have?
My guy in round two would be the guy I think you just mentioned, and that's Big Dog, Derrick Henry. Yeah, 16 touchdowns every year. This Ravens offense, even with Lamar missing the time that he did, and then not just the time that he missed, but he was just clearly not himself. They still finished 11th in scoring. They probably get an offensive coordinator upgrade here from going from Monken to Declan Doyle. And, look at, where Declan Doyle came from, 2 back sets in Chicago, under the Ben Johnson, 2 back sets in Detroit, but there's no second back. There's no guy here who's going to take on that massive amount of a workload. So I just think Derrick Henry, speaking of guys who could finish as RB1 on Underdog, he can't. On DraftKings drafters, no, but on Underdog, he could just come away with 20 touchdowns.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Can't disagree with you there. Hold on, I wanted to. So I'm kind of lockstep with you there. I'm pulling up just to make sure that my guy is like a round 2 bet. So I'm going to say, honestly, this is why I love being at the turn this year, right? Because, if you get, whether you wanted to go like a Genty or a Lamb or something at the turn, and then get like, Cook, Barkley, Walker, Chase Brown, Big Dog, but Hampton is going to be the one. I just want to be attached to that offense. So that's why I like being at that turn to kind of, whether it's Lamb and Hampton, one of those running backs, or a double anchor. I just love being at that back half of the turn if I don't have one of the first 3 picks. So, and I love the picks that you're able to get 1 through 4 on that side of the board. So yeah, I'll say my favorite pick is Hampton, and just getting early access to that Chargers offense for me. Okay, round 3 for you, Steve.
I'm going to stick at the running back room and go Kyren Williams. I know a lot of people get worried about Blake Corum, but really that was at the end of the year, kind of at a time when Devontae Adams was down. And I think, we saw in the playoffs is back to Kyren having a larger workload. 3 straight years, minimum of 13 touchdowns, minimum 1,300 plus combined yards. Gets enough of the receiving work, not a massive receiving back, but enough where he's capable. And just his goal line red zone usage is as good as it gets. And if the Rams defense is better, that could just lead to bigger workloads for Kyren and Corum. But, just Kyren being used more to salt away games.
Yeah. Well, first of all, shout out OCU Missy. We took your idea. We're running with it. We're starting off the show just to kind of get the juices flowing, doing quick explanations of favorite pick in each round in the top 10. But we are actually, hopefully next week, going to produce like a standalone recorded show that'll be up on the channel. So look for that. And shout out to you for the suggestion. If you guys have any other suggestions of whether it's a show, again, best ball shows every single weekday, YouTube member shows on Sundays that you would like to see, put it in our Discord or put it in chat. We appreciate it. DS says best pick on the board, talking about Big Dog minus 300 for 10 plus TDs. I mean, yeah, if you look at that, that puts it in context. Thank you, JT. Appreciate you. Best value on the board is Tua. Okay, so JT thinks Tua is starting all season, obviously. But let's continue this exercise. I'm willing to take a good old Cam Scatterville in the third round, but let's say I don't. But this is why I don't love the third round as much, if I'm being totally honest. And this is why I'm sometimes willing to pull Cam Scatterville up to the third round. But I will say I do like some receivers at the end of the third round, Higgins and Buka, Ladd. But I'm going to go T. Higgins. I'm going to go. You did Jamar Chase. I'm going to go Higgins in this one. He's been a hero for me, if you remember. I mean, let's just keep talking about my favorite teams. I mean, that could be a drinking game. Go ahead, Steve. Hit a drink for, I'm about to say, my BBM3 team and my Bulldog 2024 team. And Higgins was on my marathon team that didn't make it all the way last year. So go ahead, drink for that. But T. Higgins has been good to me. He has been good to me. So actually, I don't think he was on the Bulldog team, but he was on the other two. And he's just a touchdown monster. And when he stays healthy, he's just so dominating. I just watched quarterback with Joe Flacco. And I mean, there were times where Joe Flacco was, for both picks on our board, hysterically laughing on the sidelines, on the bench, being like, that throw wasn't even that good. And these guys just make me look good. Like he was laughing at himself, so self-deprecating, but he was basically talking one time, I think it was about Chase, another time it was about Higgins. He was like, it's ridiculous. It's like, he's like laughing. It's ridiculous how good they are. And they are. So again, if Burrow stays healthy, and at least if there's any kind of short-term injury, they do have Flacco there, then Chase and Higgins are just monsters. They in my opinion, they are the best unquestioned 1-2 punch in the league. I guess obviously Puka Devontae, but I think it's Chase Higgins. And so Higgins is my pick for third round. Good to see you, DJ Quill. Thanks for joining us. As you're coming in or watching on replay, hit that like button. We certainly appreciate it. Steve, round 4, what do you got?
So I'm going to go with, one of my olds, and that's Mike Evans. He really hasn't moved up that much. And I know he's coming off his one down year. I mean, this guy's getting 1,000 yards every other year, 10 plus touchdowns so many years of his career. And now he goes to Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy. I think those are upgrades at both positions. I mean, I like Baker, but I think Purdy is a really good quarterback, and Kyle Shanahan is just the GOAT. I mean, he, right now the entire half the league is their offensive coordinator comes from the Shanahan tree. We've just seen what he's done with other receivers. We've seen what the system has done with other receivers, and they could really be highlighted and featured. And this team can score a lot of points if Purdy stays healthy and Evans stays healthy. I just think he's going as wide receiver 24. This is a guy who 2 years ago missed 3.5 games and finished as wide receiver 9.
Right.
Yeah, and it's just easy for me. Such an easy click right there.
Absolutely. I agree. I take a ton of Mike Evans in round 4. There's some other, honestly, receivers in that area. Like Terry's still in that area, right? Yeah. Terry, right around him. I do like Terry, later Devontae, JMO, that kind of stuff. But no, I absolutely love that. Well, what is his current ADP actually?
It's Evans 45.6.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So, but I'm lockstep. I got to go Cam Scatterbo on this. We got to stay on brand. Anything else would be absolutely crazy for me to say. I'm willing to take him in round 3. I think if he stays healthy and does what I think he's going to do, he's going to be, where Hampton's going this year, basically. I'm sure there'll still be doubters but I think he's going to put up, 15 touchdowns and be the goal line guy, still be active in the receiving game. I think he is going to more than pay out the, obviously in a marathon drafter setting, if he can stay healthy season long, pay off like a 4th round price. And then of course, I hope he has a good playoffs, because that ultimately determines the classic playoff format. But I absolutely am going to be massively overweight, as everybody knows I already am. So not much explanation needed. But when people question me on it, he was running back, I believe, 7 in total points, weeks 2 through 8, only had 12 snaps week 1. Obviously only played a half week 8. Got injured early in that second half. And so, I'm still using weeks 2 through 8 was 7th running RB7, I believe, in total points, 8th in points per game, or maybe vice versa. I believe he can still be that in a full playing that out over the course of a full season. Okay. Round 5 for you, Steve.
So this is a tough one. There's a couple guys, but I'm going to go DJ Moore. He's at the end of this round, more at the end of this round, you can get him. I am expecting quite the bounce back year. He goes back to Joe Brady. He gets his best quarterback he's ever played with, by a mile, even better than Caleb. Like, Caleb's good, but Josh Allen is the best in the league right now. So I just think he's going to be the featured weapon on this Bills offense that is top 5 in scoring every single year. Yeah,
no, I'm with you there. This honestly, I have struggled with round 5, if I'm being completely honest. I certainly think if you want to get the Lamar Jackson share there, that makes a ton of sense. Honestly, if I am going for some of those receivers early, and I do, think whether it's Moore or Watson or Tate or Dunze at the end of the, 5th round, I think that's fine. There's picks I don't love, like Tootin and really Judkins. So there's a lot of times where I'm looking for another running back to shore it up. And, we talk about, give me a part of that Bengals offense, give me a part of that 49ers offense, give me a part of that Bears offense. It was the Jeopardy question, double Jeopardy question last night. If you had both Swift and Monangai, you basically had a usable week every week, but 3 weeks you had a usable and spike week every week of the best ball playoffs. And you had 2 weeks where you had a spike week from both of them. But Swift did a lot of the lifting there. I'd have to see what he looked at, finishes RB what, but definitely, I believe, outperforming his current price. And I still think it's going to pay off value if he stays healthy this year. So let's keep it moving. Round 6 for you, Steve.
I'm going Drake May. He's a guy who started probably a little too high in big board and everything, but now I think he goes too low. I mean, he's still technically quarterback 3, but there's so many times you can get him as quarterback 4 or 5 or 6. He's coming off just a monster year. He gets the added weapons. AJ Brown and Dubs replacing Diggs. That's clear upgrade there. As good as Diggs was, the offensive line should be better. They did some things there, and just some of their young pieces getting better, hopefully. And then the bigger thing is they just had so many blowouts last year. There were so many times where he just stopped throwing. He definitely stopped running. So we could just see an expansion of his entire game. He was massively efficient last year, and everything around him has gotten better, and he's probably going to throw the ball quite a bit more and need to run the ball quite a bit more. So to me, I think he actually has the best chance to challenge Josh Allen for QB1, and you're getting him 30 picks later.
Yeah, no, that is absolutely fair. You're going to see a lot of quarterbacks from you because we're hitting that quarterback window that we talk about over and over and over this best ball season. And so I'm going to be about, and this is why I don't have as much Josh Allen and Lamar and Jaden Daniels and Hurts, is because this, and I understand Jaden and Hurts go close to this area too, but if Burrow stays healthy, he's a top 5, and we've only seen a full healthy season from 2 or 3 seasons, but he's usually a top 5 or 6 quarterback. So if he can stay healthy, and that has been the big issue, we have Chase on this list, we have Higgins on this list. Kind of makes sense that we'd have Burrow too. I agree with your May call, but this is a quarterback sweet spot. Give me Burrow in round 6 as one of my favorites. Round 7 for you, Steve.
So round 7, I debated. There's some other quarterbacks here, but I like Ramondre. But I'm going to go. I'm going to go with Cortland Sutton at the end of round 7.
That's probably against a lot of people's stuff because people are very obsessed with Waddle this year. So give your backing on that.
So, I mean, I like Waddle. I think he's fine. And I could see him expanding his role and being utilized different than he was in Miami. At the same time, Courtland Sutton has done nothing but just produce. He was top 20 receiver last year. He was top 15 the year before that. And he had 10 touchdowns the year before that. This is a massive red zone usage guy. He also has some deep ball ability. I think people don't give him enough credit for that. Bo Nix has been good his first 2 years, but he honestly could be a lot better. He's been very inefficient in touchdown percentage. I expect that to see some positive regression there. And sure, some of that is going to be to Waddle, but that also opens up Courtland Sutton. Like if Waddle is now drawing the top corners, the Derek Stingleys, now the Chiefs lost all their corners. But when Sutton would go against the Chiefs, he's drawing top corner coverage. And now I just think he is going to have just an easier time. We play a touchdown game in half-point PPR, and he has 10 touchdown upside. Not many other receivers in this range have that. So 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns, I think those are still very live for him, even with Waddle.
Yeah, absolutely. I heard Jeff's calling me out. That is so fair. I was trying to cheat. He got ahead of me. The game is pick one for your fantasy life. That is fair. You know what, Air Jeff? Yeah. I'm gonna pull it back.
Who else is shocked that Meg's cheating?
You know what? I'm gonna go Herbert. But my love for Dak is very, very well documented. But again, Mike McDaniel, this offense, round 6 through 9, I'm really hitting the quarterback pocket pretty hard. Usually, sometimes drafting 2, a lot of times drafting 2 in that area. Though I haven't loved something we've talked about recently and waiting till after round 10 to do Baker Mayfield, Tyler Shuck, Aaron Rodgers, and put together a room like that and then really fill out your room. But no, round 7, I still like the quarterback room a lot. I did try to cheat fair on Air Jeff calling me out. So I'll go Herbert. My fantasy life depends on it. I'll go Herbert. And it's, the Mike McDaniel. And can they stay healthy? We said it's like the same asterisks with the Bengals and Burrow. If that whole team can stay healthier, and have a better run out in that regard with Mike McDaniel, I do think the sky's the limit for them as a team, potentially, Super Bowl. And by the way, if you're in the MVP market, I don't know what his odds are, but Herbert would certainly be, I think, a potential MVP candidate. And in best ball, to get him at pick 80 feels like a steal. We saw last year he's running more as well, and adding that element too. So yeah, it's I love my Dak. He looks like a superhero now, but Herbert is my pick. Round 8 for you, Steve.
So I'm going to go Rico Dowdle.
Damn it, that was mine. Oh no, Air Jeff, are we allowed to have the same? Go ahead. Back to back, 1,000-yard plus seasons on the ground, plus another 250 through the air. Last year he had 7 touchdowns, the year before 5, and neither year did he start as RB1 on the team. So even if he doesn't start as RB1, I still think he's a value here. And I think he probably will start as RB1. They gave him, roughly the same amount that Warren got, so you can't really throw the contract one way or the other, argument one way or the other. And then, the Mike McCarthy factor, he just has a touchdown profile that, Warren just fails to have. And he still gets usage in the passing game. So he's one of the later running backs that he's just, to me, way underpriced because there's every reason he should get all the fun stuff in the Steelers offense, the touchdowns, enough of the passing work, most of the carries. And we are taking him like he's almost like a satellite back. And that just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, when we turn the cards over, he could be somebody worthy of a top 50 pick. Yeah, no, that was my pick. You took my pick, but we move on. So I really like Godwin. I like attaching myself to the Bucs offense, a bounce back season with Zach Robinson. If the Bucs can stay healthier, Godwin, another year off the injury, but at the very end of round 8, and this is like, I kind of want to cheat again, but it goes up to pick 96. Both Purdy and Pearsall are there. Am I allowed to say a Purdy Pearsall stack?
Meg,
You know
we
what,
just
Eric?
talked about cheating.
I'm cheating again. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to cheat. I mean, I know there's a lot, but if I'm at the turn, I'm doing Purdy Pearsall. If I'm not, I'm probably doing one or the other. So there, I cheated. Air Jeff, forgive me. But let me get to chat really quick to finish before we finish it up. Seem like everyone else hates him. And Sutton, glad I'm not alone. Good to see you, Best Ball Q. And yeah, he's agreeing with you, Steve. Herbert's legs are skinnier than mine. I hope he doesn't run. I mean, it's not. He definitely is. It has a little more thickness than some quarterbacks that run a lot, being James Daniels. But he was pretty durable running last year, and I think he's really smart about getting down or getting out of bounds. Wouldn't you agree with that? But
I would. Oh my God.
Mega cheat. I love this. You're not allowed to have the same. Mega
No,
cheat.
he says you are allowed to have the same.
Oh, you are allowed to have the same. Okay, well, that's okay. This will be a whole entire show and probably a whole entire article. OSU Missy gave us a suggestion. She says same as allowed. Air Jeff says same. He's calling me mega cheat. Fair.
Mike,
But again,
Mike, when we do this full show, you might need a referee.
Yeah. We're going to do a full taped show on this. It's going to be really good. And shout out to OSU Missy for the suggestion. And this is a fun exercise, but this is just an exercise before a show that'll hopefully be up by end of next week, and an article and all the good things. So Hallion, great to see you. W for Omega, great to see you. Appreciate you guys jumping in. You legit pick the game and rules. How are you going to cheat? DJ Coyle Sutton is a great pick, especially at cost. So agreeing with you, Steve. Round 15 answer coming up. Rogers Fryermuth nailed me. Call a stop. Nailed it. Absolutely. Okay. We'll get through the last couple here. Steve, your pick for round 9.
Oh, so I'm torn between two. I'll admit that.
I feel like you're going to steal mine. Do you know what mine's going to be?
Yes, I know what yours is going to be.
What did you say?
I know exactly what yours is going to be.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'll be nice. I'll leave you that one, though we could double up.
Okay.
I'm going to go Bo Nix. I'm going to go Bo Nix.
That's fair. I've been hogging the quarterbacks. So
he's finished his quarterback 7 the last 2 years. He's going currently his quarterback 15. I just don't understand. And like I said, they add Jalen Waddle. It's not like I'm against Jalen Waddle. I just think he goes a little too high. Sutton goes a little too low. But for Bo Nix, it doesn't matter. Like, he now has 2 really good receivers, a great offensive line, and an incredible offensive coach system. So
yeah,
I don't understand why he goes so late.
Yeah, I need to get more Knicks stacks myself, and that's why this is a helpful exercise, and hopefully helpful exercise for you. And just one more round, and we're getting into a BBM7. Pittman, for me, no shocker. I was going to say Dowdle earlier. Dowdle would be on my list if we were doing multiple in these, but Pittman for me is my round 9. I have a ton of Pittman. Pittsburgh is underpriced from start to finish, underpriced. But I think Pittman might be Pittman and Fryermuth probably are one of the most underpriced to me. We know he's going to work that middle of the field that Rodgers likes. And again, that Mike McCarthy offense upgrade cannot be understated. And the upgrade to Pittman for Rodgers and the offense cannot be understated. So Pittman, I have a ton of it around 9, and I absolutely love it. All of Pittsburgh's underpriced, but Pittman is one of the most underpriced. And I'm stunned that he hasn't risen throughout the draft season. It's like, I don't know if people aren't baking in the Mike McCarthy factor. I don't know. I am really confused because I like him a lot more than a lot of other receivers that go above him. And I have him ranked as such. Okay. Finish it off. Round 10, Steve.
Ooh, so I have a guy who 2 days ago was at 120. So I'm going to still use him, and that is Travis Kelce. He's now at ADP 121.
Okay.
And I just think
to stick with his olds.
I mean, I actually like most of the quarterbacks in this range quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I just think Travis Kelce, finishes tight end 3 last year, tight end 8 on points per game, and that was without Mahomes. At the time Mahomes was injured, he was tight end 2 and tight end 6, I believe it was. And he's going as tight end 10, which isn't like a massive difference from, say, tight end 6, but there's just so much upside here. Mahomes not going to be running as much this year. I think he's going to need to throw the ball more. Eric Bieniemy coming back. Travis Kelce's best years with Eric Bieniemy. And then I think just the final portion of this is the last dance. Like, it is the swan song. Like, do we honestly think that they're not going to be featuring him? And he's still been effective. I know some people think his numbers are really down. They're actually not. Like, if you look at tight end ranks, it's just, he can't support a first, second, third round pick like he did, 4 years ago. He's not. He's a 10-11 pick.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Air Justin, he went from asking if they can have the same to picking 2 players again next round. She's going to list the entire round. That's fair. Air Jeff's calling me on my shit.
To be fair, and Money in a Thing says this. That's what you did round 1. You're like, I like this guy. I like this guy. Basically, everyone but Puka and Jefferson, I hate. You're like, it's like you literally picked 8 guys.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Mike Raw, give them a slot and say, do the perfect draft from, say, the 7th slot. Okay. That's another way to approach it. Okay. Good. Yeah. I mean, OSU Missy, you're the one that gave us this idea. So I appreciate the follow-up. I know I have, 4 quarterbacks if you call Purdy, but again, I do usually draft 2 in 6 through 10. And I've been talking about a lot lately. Yes, I just watched quarterback 3 and I'm obsessed with Baker Mayfield, but it blows my mind that this was the double jeopardy question last week. He finishes QB 12, QB 4, and QB 10. He's going as QB 19.
Yeah.
He started as an MVP candidate the first 6 or 7 games, and then it was injury after injury and injury. And I know that's like the caveat for all these. Of course, to have a successful fantasy season, the player itself and the teammates around him have to stay healthy. That's a big caveat. But again, if they stay a little healthier this year, I absolutely think Mayfield can go back into that top 10. We see he's just a dog, like his wife said in the documentary. Like he's going to need it as an amputation to not be on that field. So I absolutely love Mayfield. I hope he does stay healthy and has an awesome season, because I am drafting a crap load of them. And I just think Buck stacks are so fun, whether you want to front load it or back stack it. I absolutely love it. Final thoughts on that while I get Rudy on a leash. And he just finished his bully stick way too quick, so I'm very concerned about that. But final thoughts on this, and then we'll get over into a BBM, Steve.
No, we can get cracking.
All right, then but this was a fun exercise. Again, big shout out to OSU Missy for the suggestion. Look for an article or articles. Look for a produced recorded show up later next week. We're excited about this. And we are going to, Steve and I had a very good meeting today, and we are going to be doing hopefully weekly, like some good recorded shows that are like this, like just like a good, valuable exercise that are going to just be like 20 to 30 minutes, but hopefully valuable in your process. So anyways, bring over the BBM. Steve will count it down. And Steve, should I bring over the list again? Because I really want us to draft. I was going through our drafts the other day, and usually we have a very good record of advance rate. I don't love our drafts together as much this year. And by the way, there was a ton of Jefferson and Kyler stacks. I mean, did you hear it's actually a competition? I mean, I know
it is not.
Okay, sure. But let's work with okay, this looks inappropriate, but this is a dog toy. I swear this is a dog toy. It's Rudy's dog toy. When I was holding it the other way, it looked inappropriate.
Okay. I don't have enough bourbon.
Our parents watch this show too. It's a little cactus. Look, it's a little cactus. I can't stop laughing. Blink twice if you need to say no, sure, dog toy. Oh, W4MA, how serious do you take season-ending injury in this day of medical and recovery? When it happens every year, does severity scare you? First of all, thank you so much for the super chat. Are you talking about like the recovery coming back from a season-ending injury? I'm guessing. Yeah, I mean, I do think with the way medicine and body work and stuff is advancing, and again, you see that in like the quarterback in the documentary, all 3 of them, but you see it again in this last one too. With Mayfield and Daniels and everybody, Joe Flacco. Yeah, I do think coming back from injury, I don't probably dock it as much as I used to. unless it's like a multi-ligament tear or something like that, where there's like extenuating circumstances, like obviously the neighbor stuff, there's been cleanup procedures needed, stuff like that. So people are giving me a hard time about that. DS giving me a hard time, but that's my thoughts. Actually, answer this question before you jump in, Steve. I need to get Rudy, the old GIF. So give me answer W for Omega, and big thank you to W for Omega. We sincerely appreciate any and all support. So thank you so much. Answer this question, and I am laughing out loud, but I'm going to get peanut butter. I'll be right back.
Okay. No, yeah, I do take things into account. I think a lot of it for me is, of course, the injury. It's the early reporting on timelines, and look, I mean, Neighbors, like I said at the top of the show, he's officially not on PUP to start. Does that mean he's back week 1? No, we've seen this before. I don't believe Chris Godwin was on PUP last year to start, and we've definitely seen it before. So, but just like we had better information on Scadaboo than Neighbors, different injuries. But Scadaboo was injured over a month, like a month later. So, you would have thought Neighbors would be ready, but it just wasn't the case. Tyreek Hill was injured pretty damn early last year. Obviously nowhere near ready. So age,
well, I definitely think case by case. Yeah.
Yeah. It's case by case. And I think it also matters like where their ADP lands. And I think that, for instance, with Neighbors, one thing I've said is I'm just going to let it play out. I mean, if we get great information, he starts rising up again, I'll be taking him. If we get bad information, he falls, then I'll take him then. But I don't want to buy now with so much unknown. So it really is case by case, but it's something I definitely look into and evaluate quite a bit, because I do think it matters. Of course, like you said, like the age, year, severity, all that matters.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, try to listen to experts online. I mean, Jeff Mueller is one I really like on Twitter. Listen to that. But I do believe in stem cells and things that they can do, the treatments that they can get this day and age is very different. But, obviously just listen to reports, follow the news super closely to make, any and all final decisions. But appreciate you, W for Omega. Good to see Frog in here. Frog Clone, great to see you. All right, Steve, let's jump in and let's try to keep in mind the exercise we just did, because I would like to have better teams with you and no Jefferson and Kyler in this team, because we have a crap ton. And well,
those are like my second favorite guys in their respective rounds.
Well, it wasn't on our exercise list, so go ahead, count it down.
All right, entering BBM in 10 seconds, and in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter.
All right, off we go. BBM, if you want to join us, waiting for 5. So timed out pretty good. If you want to join us, there is plenty of room in here for the Fanspeak fam. Hallion says, without JJ, do you really have a chance of winning? I think yes. Steve might say no, but I truly did look back at Steve and I's teams and just kind of, okay, we have just 6 weeks left. I'm trying to think, what do we want to do here? Because I want to have sweats with my brothers. Steve and I had 2 super flex teams that were so close to the finals. And we've had a very good advance rate. I want to push one through to the finals here this year. And I was looking through what we had together, and I was like, good Lord, I thought I won most of the battles. And then here we've got all these Jefferson and Kyler teams. So I'm glad you guys are doing therapy sessions.
10th spot, perfect spot for him.
No, come on. I'm asking you, please. I'm glad you guys are doing the therapy sessions. Yeah, we're putting in the work. DS says, you're welcome for the free EV about to come your way. Oh, does he? Okay, so who all do we got in here?
We got a bunch. JT, we have JT. We have Call Me. We have Frog Clone. We have is FFB Wizard in here? I
don't think he's a Fanspeak fan, but he's definitely a big name. And then
then DS.
DS is in here. Let's go. Okay, Fanspeak fam, let's go. Let's have a draft. Let's have fun. W first says, thanks for answering. Kittle seems to be the guy that scares me from age and the team habits of recovering or of covering injury. Excuse me. I think I just need more information before I get bullish. I mean, he's doing stem cells. I saw a whole stem cell thing. His recovery is going very well. It was a cleaner procedure. So I will say all those things. That's why he's going up. I mean, I think even if he didn't play the first few games, I think it's fine. We're betting on him later, but yeah, I mean, he's someone I'm going to have around with the field, like nothing crazy, but like, I don't think you have to be totally shied off. I do think it's good value. Oh, we have JT adding back his membership or is a YouTube member. Thank you for that, JT. Call me stop at the 104. Yeah. DS at the 12. Frog said, I'll take the bullet for Jefferson and save you. Thank you, Frog. A loyal Toxic Tower member as well. Good to see you in here, Frog. Using the siblings emoji, of course, one of our Fanspeak fam in Hallie. Absolutely love to see that. So yeah, and thank you for being a member, JT. You both know I'm here to snipe y'all. Don't worry. You both know
to not snipe you.
To not snipe you. I knew I read that wrong.
Oh, Frog didn't take Jefferson.
Oh shit. Well, McCaffrey, yeah, that's a fun one. Come on, Steve. I'm begging you, man.
Ooh, look at what we're gonna get. Look at this value.
Steve.
Oh my.
Come on, buddy. Rudy heads to his training camp a week from today. Oh, we got Frog as a member as well. Thank you so much, Frog. Really, really appreciate you. Okay, which means
Justin Jefferson.
No, please, Genty or Lamb, please, for the love of God.
Let's go, Genty.
Okay, good. I'm fine with that. But yeah, as far as our members, whether you renewed or are new, you obviously get the fun emojis. You get team reviews, which we will do, of course, after this draft. We do a team contest that Mike Robb is keeping track of all the team. If you could hit the, oh no, we're coming back up soon. A team contest of all the Fanspeak fam data, which is awesome. And 1 to 2 extra shows on Sundays. In season will probably be a different day of the week, but 1 to 2 extra shows per week for the Fanspeak fam only. So big thank you to Frog. Big thank you to JT. Yeah, I lied. I hate Jefferson. That's awesome. Oh shit, we're on the clock. Okay.
What do you want to do here?
Well, we talked about Hampton the show, but I'd say any of those 3 running backs is fine with me. I'll let you choose. Okay.
We'll do Hampton.
So yeah, now go to the board. Perfect. How come it's not showing the whole thing? Oh, because
I'm trying to update my best ball overlay. It's taking forever.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Take your time. Again, that's a good reminder for me to say shout out Best Ball Overlay. We love using it to manage our portfolio. Obviously, it's telling you your percentage, how much you actually are spending American dollars. I have about 1.2K on Rogers Friar Moose stacks. No big deal. And Frog Clone, while we're using his emoji for the Rudy gift. Rudy's right here. A little Rudy cam for you. Little Rudy cam waiting for, oh, can't see him. Wait, oh, he's licking the peanut butter right off the spoon. There's the Rudy cam using the Rudy emoji. Okay, look at him, Steve. He's got peanut butter all over his face. All right, buddy, let me give you some more in your Kong. Ooh, mommy needs to buy some more peanut butter. Jiffy, if you need a sponsor, I'm here. Rudy is here. But yeah, shout out Best Ball Overlay. Helps you manage your portfolio, see your combos, which is so key right now. I talked to Pat. He's going to be adding it back where you can like check it. You can check it live, but you can also check it like on the website. And then seeing the playoff correlations, the team correlations, very, very, very key. I never snipe streamers. I just pick the best team. Absolutely, Air Jeff. Wait, did Steve get past the snipe, or did we get past the snipe, or was it that I didn't have to take Jefferson?
I am not sure.
But wait, Steve's not in this one, is he? I don't think so.
No.
Okay. Probably that I didn't have to take Jefferson is probably it. How bad is it that Ayuk is still my highest exposure for BBM? Well, let's just don't touch it anymore and get that sucker down. But plenty of time to still balance that out. Can't wait to see round 7 for the Purdy Pearsall double click. And Jeff's holding me to it. Hey, I do love it. All right. Here. Well, we have a lot of our favorite picks up in this area. So there's a lot to talk about here. Because can you show me? I want to talk this out, Steve. In between us, we have DS. And do we have anybody else? And could you see?
No.
We have 34. And what is our other pick?
39.
Okay. Can we just take Scatterbo at 34?
No.
I guess you're going to say no. Okay. I would say, did Higgins go?
Yeah. He went to JT at 25.
That's a good pick. I pulled him up there too, mix up combos. Okay. I would say Mbuka, Lad, but just know if you take Kyron, I'm going to want to do a running back next. So we'll have to do it. But we did that. We've done a 3-4-8-3 with, if you want to do that. It's
let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, I like Kyron.
What bye week number is it? 11?
11.
Okay.
So it'd be four different. It'd be 4 different if we get them.
I mean, I feel like we should have taken Lad and just built out a Chargers thing. Oh, well. Can you queue up Scatterbo?
Queue up Tedero McMillan?
No. Let's queue up. There he is. We barely have any Scatterbo teams together. Don't you do it, Donta. Don't you take him away from me. My sweet prince.
Oh, my.
All right, then go back to the board. And we started 4 running backs off the rip. And it's probably going to be a 3-4-8-3. They're all different bye weeks. 3 sophomore running backs. Love it.
Yeah. Yep. No, 3 sophomore running backs. I like doing this some. I think it's very strong to advance to the playoffs. And then, if as long as those running backs stay healthy, you can be golden.
Yeah, absolutely. Malik, go back to the 2-3 turn. Where do you think he goes with this? With the report?
I think some people are automatically going to be putting him back there. I think we need to really wait until camp starts because there's plenty of guys who don't start on PUP list but don't start the season. So let's get some more data. Is kind of how I feel.
Yeah, fair. What percentage do you give Traylon Burks getting consistently by the end of August? I mean, if he's confirmed the second, but I think they're going to sign somebody. I really do.
Yeah. I mean, if they don't sign anyone, yep, he will be pretty well drafted for that reason. But
yeah, DS says, I've been fading Neighbors hard, but this is the last chance to get him in the 4th. So yeah, especially with the reports today, I get that and like that pick in the 4th. Frog says double Jets. What could go wrong? So he took both Brees and Garrett, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just you gotta trust Frank Wright. But it's one of those things. Like people know I'm lower on the Jets. I love their talent. It's just that offense scares me. But he did get a low fall in Garrett Wilson, which is nice.
Yeah. And we love you, Frog. Good to see you in here. All right. So we 0-4-0-0. So 3 sophomore running backs. I'm feeling good about it. I like this team. We don't have any Scatterbo teams together. We got to land this plane, Steve. No pressure. So Frog says I barely have any, but I guess if you take one, just take the team.
There you go.
All right. So this draft's going slower than I thought. Usually it's cooking. Have anybody in chat, have you guys done many of the Badge Bros Brawl yet? We're thinking about jumping in that after the BBM, of course, and after, of course, our loyal Fanspeak fam team reviews. All right. So just hit that receiver. Hey, we're not going to take where are the quarterbacks at right now? At ADP, like what's the first quarterback on the board?
I think May.
I'm just curious. I'm just trying to get a lay of the land. Okay, thank you. Because 58. Okay, so I think the secret to landing the hyper fragile 3-4-8-3, in my opinion, is to still wait on quarterback and then really wait on tight end and hammer receiver. So I'd be fine if you want to go DJ Moore first. He was on your list. We can lean into that. That's fine. Rudy, if you could cue Watson, Rome, BTJ. I just want to talk about some options. I mean, Tate's fine too. Please stop. Could you scroll down a little bit? I just wanted to see. Okay. Yeah, it's probably one of them. What's your favorite? How would you rank those three? I'd probably go in that order. Actually, I know there's some like FUD about Rome. I'd probably go Rome to be just, if I'm.
Yeah, I'm still probably a little down on Watson compared to market. Not by much. Like I just like Rome more when Watson goes. So I think Rome is the call here.
Okay, good. That works for me. And then if you could go back to the board whenever you get a chance. Trying to be so nice and delicate and not bossy. The bossy older sister that I am. Hi, bud. Are we going to settle down soon? That would be lovely. What bourbon are you drinking tonight, Steve?
Long Branch.
Well, you got to mix it up. You've had that the past 3 episodes.
I had a lot of Long Branch.
Yeah. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I know you've got a lot of different options on your bar cart. That's why I said that. But no, Long Branch is good. Shout out Matthew McConaughey. Right? Yep. I mean,
absolutely.
Is that one actually like distilled in Texas?
No, I'm pretty sure it's at Jimmy Russell, where they do Russell's Reserve and
got it.
Wild Turkey and all that.
Okay, got it. That's right. It's tied to the Wild Turkey brand. That's right. Shout out if Candyman's still watching. We wanted to see if you wanted to do like a bourbon tasting with us later in August for one of our friends at Best Ball. We came up with that little idea since Steve and I do like drinking bourbon together. I did one earlier, wasn't sure what I was doing. My team ended up stacked with that, doing like a 3-4-8-3, or you'll let us know what that was. It's good to see you, Sus, GM to you. All right. So what are some of our friends and fam doing? JT's at 2. So he got Burrow and who, Steve? Lamar. Oh, did he stack up the game?
Yeah. Yep.
Looks like that. Call me stop 114. Frog 0240. I'm missing one. Am I not? No, DS, sorry. 0150. So, and then us, 042. So some of us went robust running back, some of us went 0 RB, some of us, got some elite QBs, a lot of different stuff. It'll be fun to see in the team reviews. But coming up here at our picks 7 and 8. And again, I will say, like, to land the plane on a 3-4-8-3, in my opinion, maybe you do one in this area, but try to wait a little bit on quarterback so you can still keep hitting that receiver, and then getting later tight ends is the secret sauce to me. Fielding a team that's not only good advance rate, but can have some power in the playoffs too. Now I will say, obviously Caleb is a stack. What are the other receivers and tight ends here too, Steve? Actually,
great.
I would like to wait on TV and tight ends. What are the other receivers? If you could just click the orange button.
So not the best. So I think Caleb is the obvious pick here.
Yeah, that's fine. But we won't be back up for a while, so I don't think we have to marry to ADP. Because I personally like stop. Will we be back up?
Oh, not for a while.
Right. So
no,
106. Okay. To me, it would be probably Pearsall here. I like him much above these 3 receivers. I like Pittman, honestly, better. You have Pittman ranked 87. I have Pittman ranked, I think, like 82 or something like that. So if you could queue so we could have a conversation, all 3, Pittman too, and let's have a conversation about it. Obviously, Pittman, there's a chance Purdy could come back. Pittman, could you queue up Pittman? Right under Pearson. So yeah, it really is those 2. So I would go Pittman, but I'm fine with Pearsall. I love both. So I'll let you call.
I think I'm leaning Pearsall.
Okay. Is it that you think there's a slight chance that? No, probably not to 110. Never mind. Why do you
No, it's not about getting Purdy. It's I think it's kind of an even, relatively even between Ricky and Pittman. But I'll just give the edge to the younger guy. I just think Ricky, he just needs to stay healthy. But I think his best football is definitely ahead of him.
Yeah. Okay. If you could go back to the board.
I need to refresh. Give me 1 second.
Is it not showing? Or do you have to log into BBO?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, you take your time to do that. I'll talk after I get Rudy is just relentless tonight. Training camp for Rudy. Use those Rudy emojis. Starts a week from today. He goes a week from today to a 2-week training camp. Look at him.
Oh my.
Rudy, you're insane. Buddy, I'm sorry, but your mom needs like a case of Jif. It's insane. Okay. All right, Steve's working on logging in, getting his exposures up on Best Ball Overlay. Again, shout out Fanspeak, or shout out Best Ball Overlay, code Fanspeak, 25% off, only $30 a month to manage your portfolio. So yeah, we said hello to Sus. How long until we're up, Steve?
Couple 10 picks.
Okay. Steve is working on his Best Ball Overlay. Then we'll get back to showing the board. Shout out to Sus. Jeff says, Badge Bros tourney, never try one before. It's fun. It's like just a 6-man room, so it's really interesting. You can lean into different strategies. Everybody's building super teams. Yeah, it has been a funky room. Agreed, Jeff. And yeah, this is why Best Ball is so fun. There's no one way to win. All different strategies in this room, and there's no one right way to do it, as long as you're landing the plane on whatever way you're trying to do it. So yeah, I'm way out of the loot. Why are a bunch of people drafting Kolar? Oh yeah, there's a lot of Kolar bears. I agree. We are not team Kolar bear. Definitely not. I take some Njoku late. Yeah, love Pearsall Frog. Absolutely. 7 pick reach on Pearsall. That's a responsible reach. I honestly would have reached for Pearsall or Pittman there. I like them better than the other receivers. Cooler is good to see you, my friend. Worthy not being cute here is a war crime. DS was going Pearsall. So yeah, it felt like a snipe. Sorry about that. Would have been Chuba on 91. I have a BBM with Pittman in the 110s. If I wasn't it was an entire room with chat, a chance of Pittman. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, show the Rudy emoji. Dustin, we're up in 2. Frogs showing the Rudy emoji.
Who's got Purdy back?
Oh wow, Frog showing the Rudy emoji. Hallie showing the Rudy emoji. Did Pittman fall back? I saw people chatting about that.
No. Okay, we're up. What do you want to do?
Okay. Okay, let's hold on. Rudy. Just hit orange. Dubs.
Okay.
Can I see the tight end room?
The tight end room?
See the tight ends, please. Sorry. I've got a dog biting my hand and okay, stop. Okay, so so you're sorted by ADP, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go back to orange. Or I'm sorry. So any quarterbacks in purple, sorry.
I'd go Bo Nix.
I would go Baker. We can backstack them. We
I'd
talked about both. I mean, why Bo Nix over Baker? I think it's harder to back. Okay.
No, I mean,
doesn't he have the same bye week as Caleb?
Well, so does Baker. They all have the same bye week, week 10. So, well, to get a third quarterback, it was different, but I think Bo Nix is just better than Baker.
That was nice.
He's finished his quarterback 7 the last 2 years, and in an inefficient way.
Okay, and you're not worried about anything. I want more Bo Nix, but what pick did we get? We got him at 110.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this train comes in enough. Okay. We finally have people watching, and Rudy's eating my arm off. Pittman falls sometimes for reasons I can't explain. I'm surprised he goes where he goes, and then when he falls, it's unexplicable. If you could go back to the board, Steve.
Yeah.
Pittman probably leads in targets. If Coolers agrees, absolutely. I think there's a world where he could lead in touchdowns too. Because let me bring up the best ball guide and like his touchdowns the last couple of years. Here for the Rudy R meeting, Cam. Let me say, it is active right now. He's taking a small break. I'm hoping and praying he lays down.
No, I think that's fair. What Money in a Thing said.
I actually think it's the best way to get unique, take players with the same buy at the onesie. Yeah, no, that is true. That is definitely true. All right, Rudy, thank you, buddy. You got to be nice though. Nick's a solid, finishes top 10. Yeah, so he was QB7 the last 2 seasons.
Yep.
Okay. I knew he was last year. Per Best Ball Guide, shout out. I got to interrupt you, Steve. Code is pinned in the chat. Link in the description. Fanspeak Best Ball Guide is a free gift for our paid Substack subs. It's only $8 a month or less than $28 a year. So cheap as shit. I mean, I'm getting so good at my sales pitch. Cheap as shit, and you get free stuff too. But no, I knew that from going over the Fanspeak Best Ball Guide and all the player profile pages. Just let me know when we're back up. I was actually going to pull that up.
We are up in 4 picks.
4 picks? Okay. Let me see if I can pull this up quickly. No, I'm not able to pull it up right this second. Doggy camp starts a week from today. Rudy's training camp starts 1 week from today. Kyler going ahead of Bonix is a war crime. I agree with that. Where did Kyler go in this one?
He went like 107 or something like that.
Oh, he went to our guy at the turn. He went to our guy.
Right, do you want to do Coker or Shaheed or take a third quarterback that has a non-week 10 bye? Let's go
or
Shaheed.
Tight end. I'd be fine with.
I took Shaheed. I mean,
I don't know if it's the 20-second clocks, but we are not working well together this year as far as getting picks queued up. No, I want Aaron Rodgers.
I asked you what you wanted. We don't have an Aaron Rodgers stack.
Well, I'm not just going to take Malik Willis or something for fun. I wanted Baker. I'm pouting now.
Baker had the same issue as Knicks.
Fine. Take Coker. Hit the orange button quickly. I would go Coker or Travis Hunter. I'm sure you're going to go.
Let's go Coker.
Don't you think we should swing for upside?
Let's also open up a potential third stack.
No, I am. Oh my God. This is why our team sucked this year, Steve. I'm not taking a guy that could be fucking benched. I want Aaron Rodgers on what I think is going to be a top 10 offense. Please go back to the board. I cannot. Okay, there are 3 things at play of why I just got so cranky. Okay, Rudy's finally sleeping, but for the last 10 minutes, he's been chewing my arm. Number 1. Number 2, for some reason this year, I want us to have good drafts together. And every time, I don't know what it is, we don't go back to the board quick enough. And then we do these stupid panic picks. And I don't like our panic picks in the last 2 rounds because I love the start of this draft.
I think Shaheed is a great pick. I don't
Is he going to be used more this year? I hope so.
Yes, absolutely.
Did we lose
also,
because I'm pouting?
Also, if you listened to my show the other day, I project that Darnold is going to throw the ball 100 more times this year.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, but I had Rudy eating my arm. You didn't give me. We didn't work together well. I'll blame myself in queuing up picks earlier. And that's on me. I just want to have better teams with you, Steve. I do. I look at our teams. They're not
a banger.
We finally have a team with Scatabo, and I want them stacked with quarterbacks I like. Is that so wrong? And we got one. I like Caleb, but Purdy almost fell back to us. Didn't happen. And then I like Bo Nix, but I like Baker a lot better. There, I said it. And I'm not going to take like a Bryce Young. That makes me want to barf. Yeah, I agree. If for DS it was a stack. Otherwise, I agree. Yeah, totally get it. Love the segment with pick 1 player each round, then throw that out the window and draft 10 running backs in a row. I mean, we just draft 4 running backs in a row. 20 seconds and co-streaming it's tough. Thank you, Coolers. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Coolers. Appreciate you, Frog. Appreciate you, Sus. Appreciate you, Hallie. Appreciate all of you. Okay, take that back. You're not doing so great. Oh, we love you guys in these drafts. Thank you. I'm glad Hallie on. Yeah, this is Team Panic. Okay, go back to the board so we have time. Okay, you're back.
Meg, we're on the clock right now.
All right.
Tight end?
Yeah. We don't have any.
Jordan
correct?
Johnson.
Yeah. I mean, we obviously caught up. We caught up at receiver. Now we can tack on. Please go Aaron Rodgers this next pick, for the love of God, and we'll get Freiermuth and possibly Jeremy.
I think this is kind of early for Rodgers.
We go over this every time. I just uploaded the short. I just uploaded the short of it, and we do it every time with Freiermuth too. Like in some rooms, he's going to come back. In a lot of rooms, he's not. And he's definitely not in a stream draft. He's not. He's just not. And I have him ranked 148. And like, I just don't understand. Like, if he stays healthy, they're going to be a top 10 offense, and we're getting like the Sam Darnold discount. That's it. Please take him, and I'll be less bitchy the rest of the way. See if I can.
I'm so close to taking Dalton Schultz.
Thank God. My God. See, that's it. Like the people, whatever, you picked him up, pulled him up 15 spots. Who cares? Look who I'm picking over. There's a bunch of losers down here. Team panic picks. Maybe what you need to win Best Ball Mania. Thank you, Halion. We appreciate you. Got disbanded with the dot. Great to see you in here. I said hell no on the Bryce time. I said no, sorry, Bob. Pick 90 is too early. Pick 159 is perfect. Thank you, Frog. I agree. Air Jeff, you two cracked me up. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. This is why Steve says he drinks during the show. Cheers, Steve. I feel like I need a bourbon now. Steve sticks to the script. You react to Steve's picks. You react to Steve's picks like my girlfriend reacts to my Trader Joe's choices. Spoiler alert, not great. How do you make bad choices at Trader Joe's, coolers? Trader Joe's is awesome. What are you eating at Trader Joe's? I need to hear this. That is hysterical.
Oh, God.
I'm kind of curious. I just want to know now what coolers is buying at Trader Joe's that his girlfriend doesn't like. Everything's awesome at Trader Joe's. Literally everything. FK's asking the same questions. Oh my. All right, let's go back early. Let's talk this through. We are at picks 15 and 16, sitting at 3, 4, 6, 1. So we're done at quarterback, done at running back. We're tacking on 2 tight ends and two receivers. So just hit that orange and blue, baby. There we go.
Right.
Okay, sorted by ADP. Why the receivers here are so ass?
Because that's what it is.
Scroll down a little.
I think we take 2 tight ends here.
Okay, well, Freiermuth better be one of them.
Well, definitely not the first one.
Why don't we go Jeremy Bernard and Pat Freiermuth?
I don't think we need Jeremy Bernard. I think we're caught up at receiver. Our last couple picks can be wide receivers. AJ Barner is definitely a better pick.
Okay, that's fair. Could you please cue up Freiermuth to make me happy? I mean, Steve, we're literally doing exactly what we did in our last show. Where I was like, can you please cue up Freiermuth? And you're like, he's going to come back. And I say, no, he's not. So hopefully we get Freiermuth here, and then we will just tack on 2 receivers. And I'll like 85% of the team. I know I hear all this good talk about Shaheed, and I know his explosiveness, and I know like what he can do. I just worry about his usage last year when they were making a playoff.
Ooh, do you want to take Bryce Young with the fall?
Steve, don't say silly stuff. Come on, let's go.
It's actually not a terrible idea.
Wow, he fell that far. Is wild. Thank you, Steven.
I like Gunnar Helm a lot.
No, please.
Gunnar Helm's a bring back.
Even when it's a Scotty Rogers Freiermuth team, Meg finds a way. Meg finds a way to make. When it's not a Scotty Rogers Freiermuth team, Meg finds a way. Hey, I successfully made it. Listen, money ain't thing. I went through Steve and I's teams. I don't think we had any Scotty Rogers Freiermuth. That's why I'm so bummed out that I wanted to have Scotty Rogers Freiermuth and Baker. And Steve loves Baker. Steve Baker of Mayfield won Steve $50K at 4th place in the big board in 2024. And Neil, he just blows by him. Whew. Go back to the board so we can talk about picks. We're on the clock. That's fair. Thoughts on Evan Ingram? No, I'm out.
Yeah, I've mixed him in a little bit in the 20 round stuff, but I get what he's saying. Like, it's a stack. Maybe year 2 is a little better, but I just think it's a tight end rotation, and just nobody is going to be fun.
Right. What are we doing? You're not eating grandma's chair, are you? Okay, good boy. I'm kind of worried about Ingram. There's nothing left in the tank. Yeah, I agree with that. He's throwing some jolly in time box, but not in real contest. All right, let's have a fun exercise and be organized and go back to the board, land this plane, and pick and queue up some of our favorite running backs and look at our bye weeks. Let's do that.
We're taking running backs?
No, did I say receiver? I meant receiver.
Yeah. All right.
All right. We have Katron Ellenfeld. That would be tempting. I agree with you. Obviously, Troy Franklin is the stack. That's priority number one. I would. So I assume you like Katron way better than Pat Bryant. Are you Franklin over Pat Bryant?
I am, but as you see, I'm like 15 to 9%. So it's not like I'm down on Pat Bryant. It's just I like Franklin more.
Bryant goes. All right. So thank you for queuing up Coleman. I do think it's an upside swing with the last pick. I would also queue up Elijah Surratt. Can you read our team really quick just to try to contextualize, since this is BBM and stacks and
Caleb, Nix, Rogers, Genty, Hampton, Kyron, Scadaboo, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Ricky P, Romeo Dubs, Rashid Shaheed, Jan Coker. We're on the clock, so we'll go.
You can take Franklin. Here. Just let it click down. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can take Franklin.
Yeah, I'll just let it go.
Yeah. So Juwan Johnson, AJ Barner, Pat Fryermuth. I don't think we have like a lot of like run backs, but so we have Caleb, Rome, Rogers, Fryermuth, and Bo Nix and Franklin is it, right? Because we didn't get, or did we take Sutton earlier? No. Yeah, I'm hoping, is Elijah Surratt still there? If he's my other late one.
No.
He must be gone. Yeah. Ooh, it got thin quick. Cup would be my other. I would take Cup or Bateman over Besh. But Keon Coleman would be my pick. How many week 7? Can we just quickly check the buys quickly on our receivers?
Well, we already have DJ Moore. So
yeah, that's it.
That's the only week 7.
Okay.
So
yeah. Go ahead. Keon quickly over Besh.
I actually don't mind Besh. I think the price on Raiders receivers, it's like making a bet, and they're all fair, like good prices. So the chance for our positive ROI is pretty good.
Yeah, I just like some of these other bets a little more. Like if you want a little more safety, obviously Cooper Kupp. If you want a big upside swing, Keon Coleman. If Elijah Surratt was still there and you think he emerges as the wide receiver too, or used a lot in Baltimore, I like him. I don't mind taking shots on Bateman. Yeah. So, all right, let me catch up some thoughts in chat, and then we do. Oh, while I'm catching up with chat, if you could do what Mike asked, because again, Fanspeak fam not only gets the emojis, the team reviews, which we're about to do, and 1 to 2 extra shows on Sundays, but Mike is keeping track of all the data for Fanspeak fam, and we will have a contest at the end of the season. We will also provide data to the Fanspeak fam. So Steve is showing Mike the board. Can you read it again? I missed one.
Wait, what's that?
Cooler said, can you read it again? I missed one. I'm not sure what he meant by that. Hallie says, I did that a couple times too. Cooler's felt like Ingram just doesn't have it anymore. Thoughts on Besh? Okay, so Steve, I haven't taken him at all yet. I took him some last year as swings. Well, I understand the receiver.
He's talking about Carson Beck or Jack
Oh,
Beck?
I'm sorry. I read that as Besh. My bad. Yeah, we were talking about Besh. I'm not taking Carson Beck, but I understand that he could play earlier than we think, but I don't think he's very good. And this is why I take so much Rodgers and I just want to add this as part of like a discussion point before we get into the drafts. I know this is more of like a super flex point of how many backup quarterbacks, but we talk about this. That's why we try to like marry together everything we talk about in these shows that are every single weekday and Sunday shows for YouTube members with our Substack and our rankings. But as far as quarterbacks go, why we draft 3 quarterbacks a lot and why we are so high in drafting 4 or 5 quarterbacks in Superflex is, if the chat wants to take a guess, but if you've seen a show with Steve, or probably was a question on Best Ball Jeopardy, guess the number of backup quarterbacks that have started the last 4 years, the average number of backup quarterbacks that started the last 4 years, because all was in 1 and 2. the last 4 years. It'll blow your mind. We did a show with PPR Tyler for Superflex, and he answered like 5, way off. So it is unreal for different reasons. And then this year with the Beck, to go back to the Carson Beck point, you already from the rip, there are so many, and I'll get to the answer in a minute, of backup quarterbacks that start in the money weeks, week 17. But already off the rip, we have, let's just see, of the teams we know for sure. Arizona, we know for sure is likely going to be multiple quarterbacks. Help me out, Steve.
Cleveland.
Raiders. Arizona, Cleveland, Raiders for sure are going to start backup quarterbacks or 2 quarterbacks throughout the year. Highly probable that the Falcons will.
Falcons and Jets are the other 2. Yeah.
Highly probable the Falcons and Jets are the other 2. And then I feel like there was another, hold on, let's see, something. I just wanted to go through the NFL teams to see. I mean, there's a world where Malik Willis doesn't work out and Dolphins are just.
Yeah. I don't think
weird.
I don't think they're turn the keys over to Quinn Ewers.
What about, could you see Texans just benching Stroud if things got disastrously bad?
No.
Okay. I mean, I could, but
I think Stroud's been better than people think. Like
Vikings are another one. I know you don't want to admit it, but if things are,
I think there's an injury risk. Kyler obviously.
No. I'm talking about he blows and he's not doing what he's supposed to do, and they just want to see. Do we give the kid a chance, one more chance before we just have to decide if we can draft somebody this year? I'm saying like they massively disappoint, and they're like, I'm just making shit up. 5.
They were a playoff team last year with JJ McCarthy. Like if they're not a playoff team this year, Brian Flores needs to be fired. Then Kevin O'Connell needs to be fired.
What are you talking about? They didn't go to the playoffs last year.
Or I'm sorry, they were a winning record. They had a winning record last year.
Right. Yeah, we mentioned Falcons already. I mean, there's a chance Cam Ward could get benched. So not Cam Ward, Bryce Young could get benched if things go. I mean, there is a world. But yeah, from the rip, there's already 3 or 4 teams that definitely are going to be almost definitely starting multiple quarterbacks, a couple others at a high probability. And then there's a couple others where you don't feel that great about the starter. And that's before any injuries happen. The correct answer, let me see if anybody put in the thing, is 11 backup quarterbacks averaged the last 4 years. It was 11, 12, 13, 11. So those were the number of backup quarterbacks that started. I don't remember the correct order of that, but it was 11, 12, 11, 13. So 11 or 12 backup quarterbacks have started in week 17. And some of them have been good, by the way. Do you remember 2 years ago, the Drew Lock big game with Malik Neighbors? I mean, that's why in Superflex, Steve and I do handcuff and backup quarterback. So it is a conversation to have in the thoughts of Beck. With that said, I don't think Carson Beck's a great quarterback, so I'm not drafting him. Your thoughts, Steve, and then I'll catch up with Chad.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's likely, and there's always a surprise team or two, but I don't really think it's like it. Like teams like Houston and Minnesota would have to be so bad, and it'd have to be the quarterback's fault.
Yeah,
which is no guarantee. And I just don't think those teams, like literally everything would have to break for the. No,
I understand that answer.
Carolina's a little different, but no, I think because of injuries, because of like the teams that we already know, it's kind of we're already partially baking in. It's going to be probably double digits again.
Oh yeah, definitely. But to answer DS's question, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I think he was like a 3rd, 4th round talent. Arizona took him in the top. It's his best landing spot he could have gotten, I think. But I think even if he plays, it's probably very average-ish. Like I think I understand his playoff schedule is good, but I don't know if they're going to take the training wheels off of him. I think it could be like, let's just try and hide the rookie, let him play a little bit.
Let him play at the end. Yeah. So that's the reason I'm not taking him. Frog wanted Gino because he had the 2 Jets. But oh well. Call me Stop, fun draft. Everyone, good luck. Thank you. Call me Stop. Appreciate you a ton for being in here and drafting with us. Playoff schedule is so nice. So likely to be playing in the money weeks. Yeah, I do agree that he's likely to be playing in the money weeks, and the playoff schedule is so nice. So yeah, Coolers agrees that the playoff schedule is awesome for Beck. But yeah, just concerned he wouldn't hit the lineup. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree. If you're saying Jets would likely have a backup quarterback, I would agree with that. Good to see you, Hulk mashed potatoes. Hey to you as well. P Punch, which he is one of the ones that won the contest, drafting with us on August 21st. Pitt, maybe you're trying to rile me up. He didn't come back to be a bench. He's coming back for a last dance that hopefully is a movie. The defense is so good. I could see them benching Stroud to salvage the team. Good to see you, Dean Johnson video in here. Also had some thoughts on Lamar. Is he in a contract season, Lamar? And he agreed with me on the McCarthy thing. Cooler said, I'm going to respectfully need you to stop fighting Stroud and Kyler immediately. One interesting note, Kyler's Vegas betting line is 17.5 passing touchdowns. That doesn't apply 17 games to me. Yeah, so I'm with you. I think there's been
my guess is, though, if you look at this time last year, Daniel Jones probably had the same sort of line. Yeah.
Sure. No, that's fair. That's fair. I am with us that I do worry about the bench risk just because of like the work ethic and if it doesn't play out on the field. But all right, we caught up in chat. Now it's time for team. We showed Mike the board. Now it's time for team reviews. Let's look at ours first and then go to our Fanspeak fam. So ours first, Steve. Caleb, Bo Nix, Aaron Rodgers, 3-4-8-3, 3 sophomore running backs, 4 running backs right off the rip. Genty, Hampton, Kyron Williams, Scatabo, all different bye weeks. So we stopped. And then DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Ricky Pearsall, Romeo Dubs, Rashid Shaheed, Jalen Coker, Troy Franklin, Keon Coleman. I feel, and then I'll finish it. Juwan Johnson, AJ Barner, and Pat Freiermuth. So we stacked Nix and Franklin, A-Rod, Rodgers, and Pat Freiermuth, and of course, Caleb and Rome. I think in the receiver room specifically, I think I just wish we maybe would have swung for some upside with like a Travis Hunter type pick, but I guess we did that later with Keon Coleman. And I don't know, maybe something else other than Shaheed. I didn't love that. And I wish we would have had Baker instead of Bo Nix.
Shaheed is as upside as it gets, right?
Yeah, he is. I just, he absolutely is. I guess I just don't trust the consistency, but yeah, that is speaking out of both sides of my mouth. But this is one of my favorite teams because it did accomplish the Aaron Rodgers, Freiermuth, Scatabo. I love the Bears, who, I mean, obviously offenses that we like. I wrote about, needing more Broncos and then obviously loving the Steelers to outperform and be a top 10 offense. Bears we love, Chargers we love with Hampton. So we got a piece of 49ers. So getting pieces of those offense makes a ton of sense. Some team correlation, not really much playoff run backs, I don't believe, but I like this team overall. Finally got a team we like. I think I would have loved it with Baker. What are your thoughts, Steve?
No, I mean, I think the quarterbacks are very strong, got value, with Caleb and Nix as well. That running back room, they just need to stay healthy and should dominate. Yeah. And the receiver room, I mean, we're talking the number 1 receiver for Buffalo, number 1 or 2 for Chicago, number 2 for San Francisco, number 2 for New England, number 2 for Seattle. That feels good. Those are potentially 5 top 10 offenses.
Yeah.
And we got the 1 and 2 with.
I agree. Frog, are you a Steelers fan? I didn't realize. He says, can't wait for A-Rod to win me a Super Bowl. I didn't realize you're a Steelers fan. Were you from Western PA? Steve and I, our family's from Western PA. So we used to go up to Western PA. I went to school at IUP. So love to hear that. Okay. Western PA, Steeler boy. Love it. I'm a Steelers fan this year, basically. I am just so on the bandwagon for The Last Dance. I hope it's a freaking movie. All right, let's go, Steve. So who is
this is JT?
JT, yeah.
Lamar Burrow, and then he got Geno as the third.
Okay.
Pollard, Rico, Kenny Gainwell, Kyle Monangai, Jordan Mason. So
for starting later, I like it.
Yeah, he went 0, but he actually approached it a different way than most people do 0, which I think is fun.
He compacted it, yeah.
Like top 2 guys have the same buy, but Gainwell, Monangai, and Mason all should have enough usability that's okay. And as I said earlier, I think Rico can finish much higher. I think Pollard can finish higher.
Yeah.
So I think that's a fun
double tap of Rico and Pollard for sure.
Fun room. And he gets this ridiculous receiver, particularly week 17 game. Chase, Flowers, Higgins, Jalen McMillan, Juwan Jennings, Elijah Surratt, Tyquan
Oh, he's got a
Thornton.
big old week 17. Mark Andrews
Oh,
too,
yeah.
and
Mark
Gesicki.
Andrews,
Holy shit.
Gesicki, Kenyon Sadiq.
Yeah,
If
you put
that's the
16
game you need, this team is winning.
If you push the sucker through to week 17 and that's the game you need, which it's one of my two favorite games on week 17. Holy smokes, JT. That's awesome. That's very fun. Call Me Stop was not a member, but great. They drafted us. Let's go to Frog's team at the 6, 2673. Go ahead.
Purdy, Shuck. Only issue, they do the same buy. So that is a 0. I think he said he wanted to know.
Yeah. That's why you got to take Rodgers early. So, Frog, you have to let us know. Do you draft a lot of Rodgers like I do? I hope it's a big season for you. Go ahead.
McCaffrey, Brees Hall, RJ Harvey, Taj Spears, Katron Allen, Kamani Vidal. So I think that's a good running back room. 2 early, 1 mid, and then 3 guys late. I think that's totally works out. Drake London, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams. Very, very strong top 3. Yeah. Jordan Tyson, DK Metcalf. Nice. 5 by 78. Travis Hunter and Stribling. So I think probably needs the flex to hit from the receiver room, but that's a lot of solid investment there. Yeah. And then Kittle, Chig, and Helm. Taking Kittle in a 3 tight end build. Yep. I think is very smart.
Yeah, I think my only note would have been to just get a third quarterback and maybe a 3-6-6-3 because that receiver room is so strong, or maybe or a 3-5-7-3. That would probably be my only note. But it's a strong team, correlated, like a lot of the picks. So it's a strong team, Frog. And he says that's why you guys are my goats. Yes, we are Steelers fans with you. Cooler says, are you allowed inside the DC limits, or do they call you Benedict Arnold? What do you think, Steve?
She lives in Baltimore, so she's even more.
Yeah, I live in Baltimore, but I've been a diehard Washington fan my whole life, but it's wavered the last 2 years, and now I'm so into the Steelers and Giants.
Here's a fun game, Meg. Who's Benedict Arnold?
Shut up, Steve. I know it's like a history question. Don't try to make me look foolish in front of our friends. What you have to ask a specific question. What do you want me to give, like a documentary on him? I don't.
Anyone else could give me
a multiple choice question and see if I can get it. I know he's a man of history who was a traitor. who I think was a traitor of some kind.
Okay, you got that.
He was a traitor, and I got the joke. I got the joke.
I'll even tell you, he was a military man. What war did he serve in? American Revolution, War of 1812, Civil War, World War I, or World War II?
Shit. See, disbanded said I got it. He was a traitor.
You did.
He didn't invent the light bulb. That was shit. Was that Einstein? No. Shit.
Let's just stick to the question at hand.
I don't know how long. I don't know what years Benedict Arnold was. So I'm going to say a long time ago. I'm going to say shit. I'm going to look really fucking foolish because I don't think it was World War I or World War II. I think it was like one of those long time, centuries. I'm going to say, what was that first one? Was it the War of
American Revolution, War of 1812?
Yeah, I'm going to say Revolution.
Nailed it.
Got it. She's back. But good call out, Coolers. To lead Steve to try to throw me under the bus. Probably not allowed in DC limits. Go Steelers. Alexa, play Renegade. Frog says, appreciate the review. Definitely would have gone third QB over Stribling if there was one. Yeah, I totally get that. Invented the light bulb. Look at chat trying to throw me on. Wasn't it Einstein?
Did the light bulb?
Yeah.
No, you're thinking Thomas Edison.
Oh my God. Alexa is playing Renegade.
Jeez.
This won't get busted if it what?
It will. So do not bring that over.
Alexa off.
Oh God.
Wait, who did the light bulb? Why?
Edison, Thomas Edison.
Oh, so close, so close. Yeah, Renegade. Let's go. All right. Was there any other Fanspeak fan?
No.
Do you want me to sing it? Oh, mama.
No, we're good. We're good. Oh boy.
We didn't get the numbers I wanted to today. Somehow I don't think me singing is going to bring in the numbers. Do you think?
Probably not.
Go on Twitter and say I'll sing all of Renegade if we can get 50 concurrent viewers. Just kidding. That was so fun, guys. Thank you for watching, drafting, liking all the good things. We're getting into a Badge Bros Brawl if you want to join us for that. And thank you to the YouTube members. We so appreciate you, and hopefully you appreciate those. I know you, that was fun to do the reviews on that, but that was a lot of fun. Let's get into a Badge Bros.
All right, I'll count it down. There's only 6 people in drafts, so keep that in mind. So we're going to count it down and in 10 seconds. And in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter.
That's right, DS. Thank you for drafting with us too. Obviously, we do the reviews for YouTube members, but we love drafting with you. He says 12 full takes that one easily. And Steve will have to be sure to label that one. But thank you thank you everybody for watching, liking, and drafting with us. And again, all the YouTube members as well. Currently drafting on the credit card war. Let's go. Any way you can. I get it. That's why we're drafting on Steve's account tonight. Believe me, I understand. Okay, so DS is with us. Let's go, DS. Love to see it. All right, so it's us and DS. I don't see anybody else in this. Again, it is only 6-man rooms. What is your strategy, Steve, for these drafts?
So I think you can bully positions a little bit more, because taking only so many guys are going to get taken now. It's 6-man drafts, same 18 rounds. So, getting cute about going 0 RB, like I just wouldn't do it because everyone else is going to have a stacked running back room. You're going to get far behind. Tight end, like the elites, I think are more in play because a Brock Bowers can just dominate. Same at quarterback, like you definitely want the mobile quarterbacks. They can just give that spike week upside. For me, I'd go McCaffrey or JT here.
Yeah, your choice. I'm fine with either.
We'll do McCaffrey.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, JT said, so do you wait on QB?
If you miss the first couple, yes, then you might as well wait. But I think having Allen, Lamar, May, these guys can just really be very strong.
18 rounds, right?
Still 18 rounds. And I think if you can grab 2, like say 2 of the top 10, you're now ahead of the game because probably nobody else in this 6-man will have 2 of the top 10.
I'd say Lamb, but if you say, I'll let you, since it's on your account.
I'm actually going to say Genty.
Caffrey Genty feels freaking fun. You can't get that really anymore. And so what build structure do you usually land on? I
like only doing 2 tight ends. You're not going to, your tight end should never hit your flex because they are now competing versus a much higher level of running backs and receivers. Like we could still get the 4 running backs we had last time plus 2 others. You know what I mean?
Yeah. DS says, haven't done one of these yet, but if Steve is going to challenge the 0 RB King to try it. Okay. So you like doing 0 RB. And you want to try it in this. So he's let him cook, Meg. Yeah, I know. I'm going to try and I don't do as many of these. I love them. Love Badge Bros, love Nez and John. I think it's such a fun contest, but I do because I like doing so many other different things. I do Pikachu, but I love Badge Bros. Steve does a lot more. So that's why I did defer to him. So I'm sorry, what you usually do 2 tight ends. What do you usually end up? Okay. So DS did go Bowers there. I was going to say, is Bowers still there? If you want to go one of those top running backs to hit, I think flex,
Chase Brown.
That's
very
super
good
fun. And then, do you want if AJ Brown or Nico or Pickens maybe at 21?
That I mean, let's see what gets there. I don't mind if Derrick Henry's still there. I know like that 4-man lead backfield. Running back dries up more here because you're just not going to compete the same like the J.K. Dobbins, the Kenneth Gainwells. They can be your 6th running back, but to me, it's just much harder for them to compete because they're just running into the brick wall that these other teams are creating.
Gotcha. So you build very robust running back. Okay, well, all the running backs win. So I would say AJ. So obviously the field is doing that because obviously the field has gone very running back heavy as well. I would go Nico over London. I do not trust that. Well, I don't love Stroud either. I would go Pickens, honestly, if I'm being honest. But
no, I think Nico makes sense.
Yeah, I get the alpha.
I mean, London is fun, but yeah, we're relying on Tua.
So I'm sorry. So what do you build structure? Do you usually end up with when it's all said and done?
Usually 3 quarterbacks, 5 or 6 running backs.
Well, if you went this strong, would it be like a 3-5-8-2? You said sounded like more like okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because you're going to end up.
Since we went this strong at running back, it'll probably just be 5.
Yeah, and if you're going to, like you said, the tight ends, you're not falling down as far, so you're going to get 2 good ones. I was doing 0 RB back in Nam. That's hysterical. We're definitely not. We've McBride buried on our rankings, so I doubt that. But that's funny. JT. Oh, we're on the clock. What do we got?
I think I will.
I'd say Higgins. Pull up Higgins.
T. Higgins.
Yeah. That was on our thing. He won't get the chance. Induce panic. What's up, Hartman? Good to see you. I know you were on with BBG tonight. Hopefully that was fun. I'll have to check that out later. But thank you for jumping in, saying hi, and using that siblings emoji. Great to see you. Okay, so then we're up at 33.
Yep.
I would say, so where do the quarterbacks go here? Could you I'm just curious to hit the.
So Allen hasn't gone yet. Like, I think we could consider him here.
Okay. Wait, the quarterbacks go in the same ADPs, or is it just not adjusted yet?
Because I don't know if it's not adjusted yet.
Probably just open with the same stuff today, but maybe it's just not enough data yet. Because
that's what I'm guessing.
Because I would probably say Mbuka. Since we went pretty strong out of the gate, and get like another, kind of wide receiver one on this team on a team offense we really like. I'd say Mbuka or Ladd would be where I'd go.
I think. Okay, Allen goes. I think Ladd.
Okay. I mean, I'm never going to turn down that Chargers offense. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, JT said the ADP is just not adjusted yet. Okay, thank you, JT. That's what I figured. Like they open with the, all the contests open with the whatever AJ, and it has to adapt. Where's my king go here in this one? What's it? Oh, it's still
it hasn't adjusted.
All right, so let's take him here.
I think we can push.
Steve, please. You don't even like those other guys more than him.
I like Javonte. I like Travis Etienne, but that'd be 3 RB8s,
Huh?
By week 8s if you get McCaffrey and Scatterboo.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you want to go Terry here, but I'd say Scatterboo. I mean, why don't we go Scatterboo here and Evans next? That seems perfect. It like totally fits our exercise we did to start the show.
One guy is going to definitely take 2 running backs. The other guy's not going to take any.
So let's take Scatterboo.
We'll take Scatterboo, even though Travis Etienne is the much ADP.
No, who cares about ADP? We're right.
All
right.
So I'm guessing, Kevin here is taking 2 running backs and K-Bosh is taking 2 receivers.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. If he doesn't take Carey, I'd say Terry. I do like Loveland but then Evans. We talked about Evans. So Terry or Evans, your choice.
Yeah.
You could always get like a
I think
Warren later.
my lean is Evans, but Terry is a reasonable fallback.
Yeah. All right. This is fun. So we have McCaffrey Evans. So we have McCaffrey, Genty, Chase Brown, Scatabo, Nico Higgins. Scroll down, Steve. Nico Higgins.
Ladd and Evans.
Oh, it's like everybody's building super teams, so it's wild. Where does
That's why I think structure matters a lot.
Herbert and Purdy go?
Oh, not for
Could
rounds.
you just click the purple tab to humor me? Oh, okay. Purdy. Okay.
And their ADPs haven't really
Yeah.
adjusted.
All right, then what do you want to do here? What's the next?
So I'd probably lean fifth running back and then be done.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Unfortunately, can't really go Monty. You want to swing for upside with Trev here, since we're in a situation where we have a really solid room. I kind of like that idea. I feel like this is where you take a Henderson.
I didn't know DJ Moore would come. What's wrong with DJ Moore?
I think the whole be done. Like, well, first of all, we already have another bye week 7, but I was just done Travion Henderson and been done. But
I think one that could come back, but two, I also don't mind doing Tyler Warren if he comes back to us.
Yeah, I would also be fine. Like, just hear me out on this plan. If Travion Henderson comes back, do that. Be done at running back, and then hit like Tucker Kraft if we don't get Warren, and then like be double tapping quarterbacks like Purdy, Herbert, stuff like that, since we have those things built out. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to get a real upside quarterback swing.
I think Purdy and Herbert are, but
May
just went. Yeah. Jackson May just went. Click the purple tab real quick. Did we get Higgins? We have Chase Brown in, right? Steve, can you scroll down, man? I can't see our team.
All right. Do you want to do Henderson here?
No, let's do Burrow. Oh, is Burrow go later? Yeah, let's do Henderson. Okay, could you cue Burrow and Herbert and Purdy? No.
Meg, when I say we need upside at quarterback, we need upside at quarterback.
So you're saying just a runner?
I'm saying somebody with legit.
Burrow has 30-point upside.
Absolutely, but I'm just saying you should have multiple of that because most teams will.
That's what I mean. Let's triple tap Burrow, Herbert, and Purdy. We have stacks with all of them.
Yeah, possibly. Burrow goes.
Good.
DS
pick,
got him.
Good pick. Is Kraft there?
I don't want to go tight end here.
Okay,
it's way too early, I think.
I would say Watson or BTJ unless you wanted to pull up a quarterback. We could probably get
a
quarterback.
Let's do BTJ. Let's get some. That is the third week 7.
We're gonna have 8 receivers.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I would just take Herbert here. It stacks.
I think Hurts is the play.
When's our next pick after this?
76.
No, you never apologize for making good picks. DS, I was always taking Burrow there. Absolutely. You don't apologize for making good picks. That's fair. I'm sorry. What in
next is 76?
Okay.
So I think we take Hurts here.
Yeah, I'm just concerned what's his face isn't going to fall back, but
we have multiple outs. We take Herbert or Lawrence. Well, that's much later. You know what I'm saying? Either one of these. I like to use
the star method.
I hate the star method.
Oh. Good to see you, Scott. Big wants Rogers Booth on his team. I mean, do we use the scroll the F down in these contests?
Not like
you
that.
had to reach when I saw you had the Higgins team. That is fair. Indeed. Yes. Good to see you, GAB. My fourth round picks rhymes with lightsabers.
Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, I got it.
Sure.
No, that's fair. That is totally fair. Good to see you though, GAB. Good to see you, Scott. And yes, you definitely did have to reach past that for sure.
I don't love Makai Lemon.
No. Please take Herbert. We have
I think we could have pushed him.
No, stop. You're pushing the quarterbacks gives me just absolute gas pains. We'll have to check out DS's 0RB attempt. I have no clue what a good team looks like in this format. We'll have to look and see after this. That's fun.
All right, what do you want to do?
Better notes on Metcalf. I like Metcalf.
Okay.
Oh, we should really look at tight end. Could you hit the blue?
There's no tight ends we're taking here.
Oh man.
The Porter went early.
See, we should have pulled up Kraft.
No, I don't think that's the way to win. Like the true elites is one thing, but
I think we're fine with 7. What's our receiver room? Can we take a gander? Nico,
we have 3 week 7s, 2 week 8s.
I mean, do you feel comfortable with 2 tight ends here though? Because we're not going to be elite.
I think they'll be pretty good.
All right, so you're going to take Purdy here. So what's our bye weeks? 8, 10, and what? 7. Perfect. Please take Purdy. Okay.
So
great.
I think quarterback's good. I think running back's good. I think we need 1 more receiver and 2 tight ends.
Okay. We're up in 2 or 3. So what do you want to do here? Now this would be an absolutely. Oh, okay. Never mind. You don't want to do 3 tight ends. I want to do Kittle with the stack, please. And let's just do 3 and take our chances at the 7 and 8.
No,
it's only week 7 that's just going to have 4 guys for 3 spots, basically, as long as they stay healthy. Oh God, of course it's a Travis Kelce team. Jesus, God, this sucks.
Why?
This team was so good, but you know what? Tight end, I don't give a shit about tight end. This should be a 3 tight end team with
tight end. Look at tight end ADPs because not all these guys get drafted. So it's like the next couple guys are.
Can we please scroll the fuck down for Pat Freiermuth, please? And there's got to be some uniqueness. There's got to be some uniqueness.
Meg, look at these guys who are not drafted at all. Mark Andrews, Dalton Kincaid, I believe Dallas Goedert.
Looks like Pat Freiermuth is above all of them.
That's because apparently Nez took him or something. I don't know. Dallas Goedert is the play here. It's a stack. He's so good. Yeah, it's a week 17 play.
Oh yeah, that's good. You guys sold me with that. I just don't love the Kelce pick. He's old as shit. What are we? They're week 5 by okay, and so then we just need a non-week 7 or 8 by.
Mm-hmm.
Feels good, but does every team
every team does, and that's why I just think structure can help. You want to you do need thread the right needle, of course, but I think they're just fun drafts.
They're super fun. It's so fun because they go so fast, and they are like really fun drafts for sure.
Like, look, Rico is like a last round pick here.
That's not okay. I'm going to have to do no. So how much do you, Steve? I think you might need to pull up some for uniqueness. Have you done good? And I know you've done good advanced rate. Have you done good like making the finals or
I had a semifinals team last year.
Yeah, I knew you did. Okay. So you haven't made the finals in this one yet, but I know you had a really good advance rate, right?
No, but I mean, I did 3 teams 2 years ago, and then I did 50 last year.
You did 50. I'm saying last year you had a decent advance rate in this
I
contest.
had a very
right?
good advance rate.
Yeah.
But my point is, like, I don't have a massive sample size that we're talking about here.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Have you done any scroll the F down picks in the last round?
Oh, for sure.
So who are some of your favorites?
Well, I haven't done any of these yet this year. Are you talking last year?
No, I'm talking this year. So you haven't done.
I haven't done any.
Okay, could you take Michael Pittman, please? He's week 9, and he's got an upside case.
Meg, we already have DK Metcalf.
Oh shit. Well, that's fine.
No, I think the play is either
Godwin, please,
Godwin or
please.
Worthy. FK wants it to be Worthy.
My God, I love you, FK, but it's got to be Godwin. I got crushed in this one last year, so why not?
Like these ADPs are so, like, Naylor is ahead of Romeo Doubs. Like, I mean, Brandon Ayuk is still there.
Okay, Godwin.
I think we'll go Godwin. But I like Worthy. I like Worthy a lot.
You already took. Why do we want to be attached to the Chiefs passing offense? I don't want to. Did you see the stat that I posted in Discord that Baker's basically had better passing stats the last 3 years?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that is the Chiefs have had a top 5 defense and the Bucs have not. So there's not a lot of shootouts. That's probably changing since the Chiefs lost 3 members of the secondary. And, and I just think Eric Bieniemy is a far superior coach than Matt Nagy.
Well, I love our team. I'm going to make sure you label it. Because
picks like that I think are great.
Shaheed. Yeah,
Shaheed. I think one of those Raiders, because like you need to bet on somebody to really exceed their value. Doesn't it be like a like they're the
Fryermuth.
Okay.
Thank you, JT. Appreciate that. Probably a great idea to be scrolling the F down on. Yeah, I think for the last pick or two.
I think if you're doing some volume, just because these ADPs are just wrong. Like even this order that's listed, because not everyone's drafted. Like Romeo Doubs goes behind some of these guys. Like Jalen Naylor, like that. Jalen Coker, like that doesn't make sense. I think some of the best picks, like a Denzel Boston, a Jalen McMillan. I haven't seen Debo's name yet, but like Debo and Diggs, like wherever they go, feel really good. And then, if you do something where you're doing like, because you can get by with 2 quarterbacks and you do like 9 receivers, you can really throw some guys out there. Yeah. No, absolutely. So I just want to show like what the board's left at these positions. Like, Love, Darnold, Chuck, Willis, none of these guys are taken.
Oh, wow. Was Bakey taken?
He was. He went.
So DS has a question. How far down would you scroll? Like, would you go to any pure handcuffs like Bigsby for uniqueness?
So I think that is interesting if you're doing like a 6 running back and handcuffing, like a clear 100% handcuff. I think makes a lot of sense. Another thing you could do,
like on the team, like have like Barkley and Bigsby. Yeah, like now I wouldn't get too cute with like the Mike Washington stuff or like the backup to Christian McCaffrey, just because I think those are less certain of who those guys will be. Saquon.
So I don't think it fits as well for us, but like the Ray Davis with James Cook, I think is really good. I think the Bigsby with Barkley is really good. Stuff like that.
All right, let's look at our team and then let's look at DS's team because he said he got bodied last year, and maybe you have some good tips for him because you did 50 last year. So, but so far just I'm on, and I like our team a lot.
Yeah, so Hurts, Herbert, Purdy, 3 different buys, all have not only top 10 but top 5 upside. And I think like a guy like Hurts, or whether it's a Jackson Dart later, these guys with some rushing upside do give those extra spike week potential that I personally think in 18 rounds, like Malik Willis should be Do I think Malik Willis is better than Jordan Love? Sam Darnold? No, but I think he's got more spike week upside. So I think he deserves to be drafted in these contests more than some of these other guys. That's my take on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Running back, we went five different buy. Well, Scadaboo and McCaffrey the same buy, but 4 of them different buys. McCaffrey, Genty, Chase Brown, Cam Scadaboo, Travion Henderson. I think that can be very, very strong build. Nico, and we invested our first 4 picks in running back, and our top 3 receivers are Nico, T. Higgins, Ladin Conk, Mike Evans, or DJ Moore. Our top 5 receivers, I think, are just insane.
That's
and
amazing.
Brian Thomas could be the same as well. So, did we necessarily need that? No, and we could have done the handcuff situation if there was a better option there.
Yeah.
And we waited on tight end, and we get Kelsey and Goddard. The philosophy being could easily be 2 top 5, top 6 tight ends.
Yeah. No, I like it. I think this is fun. I think this format is fun. Let's check out DS's team. He said, I wasn't doing 0 RB last year. Steve just said it wasn't possible. I had to try. Okay.
So Burrow, Mahomes, Baker. He got Baker. I knew I saw Baker go.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, very, very strong quarterback.
I mean, you still have the nice thing about a 0 RB in this format is you still are getting, we're not in on Tootin, but you're still getting Javonte, David Montgomery, total projectable volume. Yeah. And I understand Tootin has projectable volume too, and Pollard, and you're still getting guys with projectable volume, not just pure handcuff. So that's where I think you could get away doing some 0 RB builds. His room,
honestly, just off the jump, instead of JCM, I think I would have made it either Chris Rodriguez with Tootin or Dowdle with Warren, just so you have that room.
So you have the room. Yeah. That's the only note. Other than that, let's see. So what did he went 6 receivers? Oh wow, yeah. Chase Jefferson, Rice, and Buka, Devontae Reed. Yeah. And then he went elite tight ends. Wow. No, this is fun. Yeah. This is fun.
I think you can do more fun things like that for sure.
Yeah. What was the quarterbacks again? Burrow. Yeah. And he's Burrow with Chase, Mahomes with Rice, Baker, and Buka. That's fun. That's fun, DS. That's really fun to mix it up. Thank you, Air Jeff. Have a great night. Enjoyed you both. Very entertaining. Aloha to you. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. This has been a ton of fun, Steve. So we got, we talked a little best picks in each round, which is going to be an article. It's going to be a full produced show on our channel, hopefully by next week. We did a BBM7 together. I actually think we liked it this time together, 38483 on Steve's account. Did some team reviews and then jumped into a Badge Bros brawl, which was a lot of fun. But had a great time with you guys. I think the handcuff point in this format makes a ton of sense. And hopefully, DS, if you're getting in more, you can use it and take down some things. Oh, thanks. You're the best trainer. I appreciate that, DS. Appreciate you. I needed a little pump the tires. Thank you. But this has been a ton of fun. And then I like that we jumped into a Badge Bros brawl. Tomorrow I have the emo cowboy, never lacks for entertainment. Love that guy. He's coming and joining me, Friends of Best Ball, at 4 p.m. Eastern. And of course, YouTube member shows on Sunday. I'll have another article up tomorrow or Saturday. Steve just did a rankings update. We'll have that, another big rankings update next week. And it just keeps churning away the next 7 weeks of our in-season content, rankings, articles, shows every day here. And then, of course, YouTube member shows on Sunday. So big thank you to all of you for supporting us. Steve, final thoughts, and we'll head on out for the night.
Yeah, no, this was fun. Glad seeing the Badge Bros contest is out. Yeah. I think it's a fun format. Just to mention it, it is $10 to enter, but it's 100K up top, and you just have better advance rates than puppies and stuff like that. So yeah. I think it's a very fun format, and I'd mix it up. And, like I said, I think DS approach 0 RB probably the best way possible. You stop it. Most people don't stop at receiver is the problem that they do in this contest, and they still take 7.
Yeah, he did a sharp way. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But he's going into the puppy. If you want to jump in with him, appreciate you, Halion. Appreciate you, Disbanded. This has been fun for Steve. I'm Meg. I'll be back for Rudy. I'll be back at 4 p.m. tomorrow, and we'll see you next time. If you're serious about crushing best ball in 2026, the Fanspeak Best Ball Guide is built for you. Inside, you'll find breakdowns for all 32 NFL teams, including coaching notes, strengths, weaknesses, and key stats to help you understand every offense heading into draft season. We've also created player profiles for every draftable best ball player, featuring advanced metrics, MVP stats, production data, and exclusive Spike Week charts that highlight league-winning performances. Looking for rookie analysis? Steve, our rookie guru, breaks down this year's incoming rookie class so you know which rookies to prioritize. And whether you're playing season-long, eliminator, or superflex best ball formats, you'll get strategy articles designed specifically for each contest type. The goal is simple. Put all the information you need in one place so you can draft with confidence all season long. The 2026 Fanspeak Best Ball Guide is available exclusively for paid Fanspeak Degen subscribers. Check the links below to join today and unlock everything you need to attack best ball season with an edge over your competition. Fanspeak's Best Ball Guide. Draft smarter, win more, and we'll see you at the top of the leaderboards.